Hello and welcome to the DFS underscore PhD show for today, the 16th of October. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, somebody's got to win that money. And we did all right on this last slate. It wasn't the best we've ever done. We didn't chop. We were the third highest unique lineup, but it was fine. I wish Luther Burden had just fought for 7 more yards or a touchdown or something, and then that would have been $75,000. But we don't need to worry about that too much. It was still a good night. Can't be upset anytime. It's a good night. Okay. And this is a pretty exciting slate, I think. Let me see if I can work my way through some of my rants from before, and we'll get to the actual rants in a bit. I just don't want to recreate them. So the first rant is who's the tight end one here? Everybody knows Jonnu Smith's name, but he's not the tight end one for the last 2 weeks. That's Darnell Washington. Darnell Washington's out there. Now, granted, I know that he's big and that a lot of what he does is blocking, but I think that makes him a better like fake out option. You know what I mean? I think he's going to get those targets because when he caught the ball, I saw a little bit of Mercedes in him. I liked what I was seeing out of Darnell Washington. So I think I don't know who this tight end one is here, first of all. So we'll return to this in a little bit. But and second of all, you don't need just one of these guys, right? Like Pitt is running some of these weeks, this is like 200%, right? For yeah, 200%. They're running two tight ends every single play. It's not a mistake that the third wide receiver or whatever for Pitt might not play, and the fourth one definitely won't. Like it's just not in the like maybe he gets a snap. You know what I mean? So let's keep on going through the rants. And you can see when you look at the targets of the guys who get snaps, only two of them can get targets every week, right? The third guy's out there, but there's just not enough, passes to go around or whatever. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, I don't know. I think that people are projecting um, things a little bit backwards in the well, it's basically DK Metcalf and then all the other guys, right? So that's how you should have it: DK Metcalf and all the other guys. Because without Calvin Austin, that's what it is: DK Metcalf and all the other guys. There's all the other guys are completely a mass to me. I don't care if you have a big feeling about it, you put that guy higher. I don't care about these guys. These guys are all bad. They're all the same amount of bad. Let me give you the general overview of the way I feel about it. Roman Wilson is the most like actually has talent as a route runner of the bunch. He's just not that fast and not that good at it. And so that's why he's third. But he is still like a wide receiver that can do anything, and that's fine. Skoronik is more of like an underneath guy or a really special teams guy, right? He's not really out there to get catches. Now Scotty is kind of like he's just as tiny as a field mouse. That's what I said. I got to use that a few times, but he's so, you can't see him out there. He's like 5'9" or something, and he's fast. But I mean, he'll get that one or two bombs to keep the safety honest, and that's it. And that's the whole plan. And I don't think if he doesn't catch him, you get a zero. So that's your. He's going to be out there for those. He stretches the field. It's important for them, but he's got one target. So yeah, that's not great. Okay. Oh, right. I'm not sure I finished my rants yet. Let's make sure we get through all the good stuff. Spencer Dinwiddie waived? Huh. Hornets that good, huh? Okay. Fine with me. Okay, so going over to the Cincinnati side. Yosifas is playing a lot, guys. He's playing more than T. Higgins. So that's gonna be where we go with this rant eventually. Do we have the targets in this rant? So the targets obviously go towards T because he is better. He's better at all of the things that make somebody a wide receiver. Double checking that we are recording. Okay. just got to do this every now and again. It's my first time in a while. Okay. And in the backfield, I didn't know if you guys have been paying attention. I've been watching Red Zone or whatever. And when you're watching Red Zone, you'd think, oh man, the running back for Cincinnati is Chase Brown. Like, I don't know, like this, like week 1 and 2, 75-25, 70-30. That's what I thought. But look at these last weeks. We got a 50-50, 50-50, 55-45. Okay. But now, granted, I've been somebody told me that Chase is getting all of the red zone work. It's somebody I trust. Shout out to All Star. But the like, is that going to always be the case? What if P Ryan breaks one? Like, you got to have all of these angles. So also, let me make sure I got that angle. Yeah, I was about to say I don't remember. I don't remember building in this angle with P Ryan. I talked about it, but I did not build it in. So this is the kind of thing you got to make sure you do when you go on a big old rant is you make sure it's 50-50. And so I might even go above 9 with Samaj just because he's going to be out there so much. And I think he could break one. Yeah, Gainwell. He's a Gainwell. So Gainwell and him are the same dude to me tonight. So I'll put them at same dude level. You notice I do that whenever I think guys are close. I put them with the exact same mean because I want to pull a set where they're the same guy if I think they're the same guy. I don't want to give whatever pace of play or something like that. If I feel like they're the same guy, I'm gonna make them the same guy. So I'll update this one more time. Maybe I'll even, do I have time to run one more? How much more rant did I have over here? No, almost no more rant. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Jalen Warren's last. Wow. Yeah, I haven't. Did I do anything with the pit backfield? I don't think I did. So, okay, first of all, I want to finish doing Cincinnati running backs. So, Cincinnati running back rule. We're doing live. There we go. I already have it there. Why isn't it lighting up? I searched for it. Okay. So, Cincinnati running back rule one, Chase Brown. Two, well, we just said Samaj. Those are your guys. Oh, don't forget your captain. I don't know why they do that. In DraftKings, they have it fixed for FanDuel. So that's always nice. All right, so we got our max one Cincinnati running back rule. We click Samaj as captain. We allow up to, I think it's kind of a lot. I want to have at least 5x the field on Samaj captain just because I don't think people are seeing that right. He can get a lot of work that he hasn't gotten yet. And the trend is he gets more work, which is weird. Oh, I should say we are sponsored by State Kings in the sense that you can go and buy my action there. I haven't decided what I'm doing for today yet. That's what we're doing right now. I'm going to have at least 700, 750, I forget what it is, 35, so 700. But I might go up to 1,000. That's what we're figuring out here because I really like this slate. People are like these ownerships. Let me just read you through these ownerships. Obviously, I don't have any trouble with Aaron Rodgers, but Joe Flacco at 40%. What are we doing? We got the like this is are these two of the most throwing like these guys are going to toss the ball around. Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco, right? Like we don't think we're going to get massive backfield domination, do we? I mean, they're good, they're all right, but if you think they're going to get some points to the quarterback, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's smart the field to be what is this 93% plus how much? 103, 108? Field is 8% double quarterbacks. Now, number one, I am a little wary of SaberSim ownerships, but I don't think they're necessarily wrong. So yeah, ah, I gotta do something with Warren. That's the other thing I was just looking at here. We were just on the rant about Warren and seeing that Gainwell got some significant burn. Did we have targets? I want to get targets up for that. So running back targets for, hey, it's up. Awesome. Oh, let's do targets. Cool. Always love to have prepped, which we'll claim is what that was. Yeah, look at this. Gainwell has more targets than Warren. I guess he played in one more game. Is that what that is? But either way, what? Shocking. Did not see that. Did not know that. Have not projected that. More targets. That's a whole other thing. That's him with T. Higgins level, like for today. Maybe more? Because like, oh, we have the quarterback back? Joe Flacco now instead of Browning. Okay. Joe Flacco instead of Browning. I gotta make sure I mentally get that in my head because I think Flacco probably a little bit better at throwing that ball to Chase and maybe also Higgins now that I'm talking this out loud. Although I don't want Higgins as much in flex. I think he's a pop. He could kill you for sure. If he doesn't get that, I'll take 30. He's fine in flex. I want Higgins for sure in captain because Higgins, if this is the game where they figure out how to use him and he's going to be under owned at captain, yeah, I'll take 5 to 10% of that. 5 to 15, what are we at? What's 5 times 3 is 15. Yeah. So we'll take 15%. Okay. So then where else do we want to be? I was actually just thinking about buffing. Who was it? Gainwell, right? Yeah, Gainwell. Gainwell has to have the passing game script. This is like, right. So that's the other thing. Make sure Cincinnati RB, Gainwell is Pittsburgh RB. So do we have our max one Pitt RB? Because I would have had that from last year. Pitt RB, max two Pitt RBs. Interesting. What was happening there? Huh. Different pricing, right. Trey Sermon was the min, and we didn't have Warren. No, we do have Warren. Okay, well, this is a max one now. We're doing max one pit RB on this slate with this pricing. Make sure you always revisit your rules every single slate. And also, I think a couple rules is fine. Don't go overboard. Every rule needs to do work. The reason I do rules is because I only have 5,000 lineups. And no matter what you're doing, even if you built your own thing, your computer power limited, you can only build so many lineups. So your search of phase space is limited to your idea of where the optimal is. And so what I'm doing when I build rules and when I do these tweaks to projections, I don't really think I know better than Vegas. I'm saying I think these guys I'm tweaking are the most likely to go over or under significantly. These are the guys who have the variance that you need tonight. So I've led into it. Let me see. Did I get done with my rant? I think I did actually. Yeah. So okay, I'll stop showing off 100% of the Discord. You should join me. It's fun. Besides the State Kings thing, I also am in the Discord just sweating it out with dudes all the time, even guys who are beating me all the time. Okay, not all the time. I'm beating them right now, obviously. You guys are familiar with my last couple weeks. It's been good. Okay, so I should probably redo this after I've gotten all my rules in, but I want to make sure. Yeah, let me click the button while I give you the rant because I want to get actually good lineups here or like representative of what I feel now. Slightly different than what I felt. First of all, I don't believe for a second. What was this ownership? 3.6% Drew Sample? What? I mean, like I had to change this last night when it was like, higher. It was or when it was like zero point 0.5, and I was like, well, that's clearly wrong. 3.5% flex Drew Sample. Okay. Well, let's just talk about it. Let's get it up so I can get the rant fully in your ears. Drew Sample's the tight end one today, like without a doubt. There's nobody else who's gotten that work all year, uh, every single week. It's Drew Sample, Jasicki, sometimes Fant, sometimes Hudson. Okay, maybe you can make an argument for Fant would have an equal level to Sample, but Cam Grady's your other guy. Cam Grady's your other guy, man. And Cam Grandy. I just said his name wrong because I don't know who he is, and I'm not. I mean, I don't know if he's for sure on the roster or whatever. He might need a call up or something. I haven't followed up with that. I will. You can check it out in the Discord because I'm about to tell you to play some Cam Grandy because look at this. Every single week, two of their guys. I mean, okay, this there are two. Was this all but 2 weeks? So what is that for them? 4 out of 6. So 66% chance. Two of their tight ends get significant work, meaning multiple targets. And I would argue that that is significant work for these tight ends. Let's have a look. What's the price of these tight ends? If they were expensive, two targets might not sound like a lot. But Drew Sample is $600. Cam Grandy is 200. So first of all, I'm gonna have more Sample than Grandy, right? Because Sample's gonna be out there the whole time. I'm gonna have a minimum amount of double the field of him, up to 5x. It's a huge, I don't understand what's going on play. I'm just gonna have a lot of Drew Sample tonight. He's going to be out on the field. 0.1%. What are we doing? What are you guys doing? I legitimately don't understand what you're doing. Because he's the guy. I mean, Fant, that's what you've decided. Oh, look at this. That's what it is. So, first of all, Drew Sample is 1/6 the price of Fant. So just if you just projected them equally, he would be the guy getting the ownership. But they're not. So everybody is 5-1 sure that Fant is getting the work, not Sample. And I know Sample's a better blocker and stuff, but I don't know, guys. I'm not convinced. If they wanted to use Fant, they would use Fant already. And I don't know. I'm not paying 6 times the price for minimum workload Fant. We're absolutely, if you guys are doing that, we are not doing that. Because I do not. I mean, like, that's fine. Okay. I think it's about, you know what? I'll cover the field on that because it's one of the most important things on the slate to cover your Fant. But field's way on that, huh? Yeah, okay. I don't need to be as on that as you guys are. Y'all are kind of being nuts. How's our build going? Almost done? Okay, good. So okay, that's our Cincinnati side. And we have the same thing on the Bengals side. It's just the guys aren't quite as cheap, and it's that wide receiver you don't want as much, right? Like Skowronek, I'm not going to force him in there. Like I have minimums on the tight ends for Cincinnati. I don't have minimums on this side. It's fine if you get them, but like relative to the value on the other side, I don't know. Some Scotty Miller, some Skowronek, just in case he catches the ball one time. But I don't know, like this is kind of meh here. Like, what do we got? Yeah, I don't. Can I really put these guys captain anymore? Not really. They're not the same kind of value. I mean, yeah, they're just not going to get the work that the other guys who I have projected down here are. And I think if I bring them back, what's the ownership. It's the same nothing, right? Yeah, Cam Grandy's nothing. Drew Sample point 0.1. You just don't need him. Like you don't need the more speculative value to save that extra to go to point 0.01. Point 0.1's fine. I'm good at point 0.1. Grandy, I'm going to take just because I think he's going to get work. I think he could get a red zone target. We got Hudson missing. We got Jasicki missing. They're missing two guys. They need two guys, and if that second guy is not Sample, and I will agree, they don't really seem to want to go to Sample. They're just out there all the time, right? Like let's look at the targets. He's third on the team and snaps, first on the team a bunch by a lot. So he's obviously a blocker. They might not want to go to him. And that's your case for Cam Grandy as literally the only other guy. So, like, okay, I'm going to play so much money. I'm hundreds of dollars on this guy. Who is Cam Grandy? Bengals tight end. From Illinois. Okay, I vaguely remember that. I vaguely remember that. I played him some in NCAA. He's like fine, but there's a reason that he's the guy that's available now. Yeah, he's signed. He's on the team. I guess there's some chance he could get one more call up who's never played before for the team, but that would be even less likely. Here was my point though. Every single one of these weeks, either Jasicki or Hudson has played. You got to take 30% and put those snaps at Fant or Grandy. If you put them all at Fant, that explains the ownership. If you put them all at Grandy, you make money tonight. And that's where we're at in terms of my crazy talk. So now let's see what the result of Contest Sims is. Is it still running? Contest Sims I've just finished. I want to make sure I'm running 150. No. How many of these do I actually want to just win? I want to win first in the Minimax or, yeah, I mean, oh, that's 10,000. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I do unique random, first of all. 150, 185, 205, 225, 230. So I'm going to do 230 lineups. And then I'll take in a random order amongst those. So whatever we take for the millionaire will be cut from this group randomly because I found that to be a good way to get a set. Because like, look at these down at the bottom, they're still good, right? Like all of these are better than what I won with the other night, which was minus 30%. So this is where the one that I won $10,000 with the other night would have been. I want to make sure that's there every time because that's the kind of weird you want to be. When you're building it out, all 5,000 of yours are good. So those ones down there at the bottom can be some of your best ones. Oh yeah, I should say also, I'm leaving $600 and my total rules. Max 1 Pitt RB, Max 1 Cincinnati RB, Max 2 Cincinnati tight ends values because you saw their prices. Max 2 Pittsburgh tight ends. I think I changed that to 1. Still got it as 2. They're out there. You saw them. They're out there. It's the same situation. Max 1 random pop off. So Skoranek or Roman Wilson. There's just not enough targets to go around for the non Metcalf guys. So that's why I got them at max 1. You can not have that rule if you want. It's a more speculative rule. And then I'm going with a more my recent wins have been with 27.5 as a geometric mean ownership. But today I'm going into bigger competitions and I want to stay pretty unique. So this is the amount to win about $100,000 on the main slate. So that's why I've gone with a geometric mean of ownership of 21 today. I'm not going to be an extremist. I'm not going to go for the whatever 500,000, but I do want to get at least 100,000 if Cam Grandy catches a touchdown, right? Because I'm sure if I go to stupid sports books, you can't make that much off that play. It's going to be some usurious thing like, oh yeah, 8-1 Cam Grandy touchdown. Can you believe it? Amazing value. These terrible. I hate the sports books, and I can't even make money off them because I'm in California, so I can't do the gamble. So I hate them purely based on they're bad. Oh, look at all this Samaj P Ryan. That's nice. That's a new yeah. That's not just the forced amount. That's even more. Fryermuth, fine. Darnell Washington, fine. Yoshivash, fine. Gainwell, I guess. Fant. I thought we'd have Grandy. I guess I undid Skoranek. He might have been in here. This is fine. Let's give me 230 lineups. These are 230 good lineups. We got what? 162.1 plus 166. So 70% two tight end. That's reason, or two quarterback. I think it's important to be two quarterback on this slate. I don't think either one of these teams is going to ride those running backs that are there. And that's what these exposures reflect. Because That's just a little bitty bit of Jalen Warren, a little bitty bit of Chase Brown, and that's right. You've heard the reason why that is. Um, that's why. Yeah, and we're going to be underweight on both defenses, but they're not out of bounds. And they're, do we still make the right number of lineups? 5,000, good. You can tighten this up a bit. Leaving 7,000 is not necessary. That's probably unnecessarily different. I wouldn't expect. Like I got one here that leaves for more than 5,000, but I'm guessing most of them don't. There's one 43.8 down here. Generally, though, you get the picture. Like probably being a little too cute. I probably will tighten that up a little because I don't really like the ones that are below like 44.5. I think those didn't seem very reasonable. So we'll probably tighten that up if we do when I rerun it. That's if. I'll get inactives and I'll rerun it at whatever 345, whatever time that is. Okay, I like the way this generally sets up. It's a result of the rants we started with. Let's look at the leverage plays. You'll get the sense immediately. Yes, Drew Sample, Darnell Washington, Fryermuth, P. Ryan. It's everybody whose name I said, everybody whose name I didn't say. Jonnu Smith, who everybody thinks is the guy, is 35% owned and is not the guy. He just caught a lot of balls last week. I mean, he's running a lot of routes. That's a little bit low. What's my Jonnu level in the captain? Good. Overweight Jonnu in the captain. Don't have any. Don't have any Jonnu in the captain. Okay. And I gotta have some in the flex. He could be the tight end and I don't know, 15% chance minimum. I don't want to be that underweight on Jonnu, even though I am going to the other guys. I do not mind being underweight on Chase Brown and Jalen Warren. As I've said, split backfields, people are going to them way too much. They are a total of 57 and yeah, 58% owned respectively. That's not I mean, it's more like 50% likelihood of success. And that's just success at all, not success being optimal. Success being optimal is like 25%, it's even less. So I just can't get to more than like 25% of these guys, which is what I just said. So that's not quite enough Chase Brown. Let me make sure I get I want to be half the field on these guys. They're not bad plays. I could get real burned. I'm running so many lineups. I want to cover the situation where, something they go off. What, 5% chance that they have 100 yards and a touchdown based on one crazy long run because they are both explosive runners. Okay. Still want them to be low leverage. That's fine. Now we're getting Flacco here. Great. Now we're getting Gainwell here. That's fine. You heard me not being very excited about that. T. Higgins, that's a bit much. Let's go back down. It's because of Flacco, though. Because of Flacco, I like this. Higgins, overweight captain, underweight flex felt like the move. Yes, and that's what we're on. How much underweight are we to Higgins? Only a little. Let's press that to a little bit more. Because I think your options with Higgins are big smash, absolute zero. And like just a fine play is maybe more of a middle, like is more of a tournament possibility for him. You know what I mean? Like either he gets the two or three catches for 20 or 30 yards, or he goes crazy for 150 and two touchdowns. You know what I mean? There's not really, I mean, this is something I can easily check. Yeah, so far this year, they've all been the bad ones, right? I mean, pretty much 11. None of these are optimal. So you go back to last season, that's kind of what I was getting at more. They'll just show me this just links to overall the Bengals. That's such a terrible link. Google is degrading. I'm sorry I still use Google for any of you who are actually good at stuff. He's just so mid this year. What was last year? 2025. I thought that would be easy from here. Why is this not easy? All right. NFL week 7, week 8. What is this? Okay, whatever. Thanks, ESPN, for not being any better than Google. But the rest of these guys, I'm fading kickers, like just those are the ownership is too high for the likelihood of success. And being able to pass a kicker is something I feel liver. Yeah, I see winning a game, winning the money with the walk-off kick. That seems fun. But I'd rather win with like a walk-off throw or something like fun that way. All right, so our overweight flex, a bunch of Flacco. I mean, 82%. Are we that much on Flacco? Wait, no, we're not. We're like, we want to be 82% total on Flacco. Leave him a 20% chance of failure against a pretty good defense. Where's Flacco on the other side? Yeah, so 3% here plus 75 puts us at about 80 total. That's about right. We got injury chances. We've got pretty decent defense and an offense that's sputtering, so we'll see. But the rest of this all seems fine. I don't buy that Drew Sample's gonna be 3.6%. And what's the other one? It's gonna be like a million. Fant's gonna be 20. I think it's gonna be more like 10 and 15. I think people aren't gonna be that fooled by that. And similarly in the captain, I think more people will be on Sample. Points 5, and less people will be on Fant. It'll be more like 1.25 or something. I just don't think people are. I think Saber Sim's way more on Fant than the field will be. I guess I should look around at the other industry stuff before I make my final call here on those guys because I don't know. Well, I gotta see what ETR is thinking, what everybody else is thinking. And I looked it up. ETR is cheap, man. Like I might have to ask them about a sponsorship because that best ball deal, man. I'm definitely that's what I'll be doing after this is going getting their best ball rankings and doing that. Okay, I'll put this over here because we want to make sure we upload it. It's never fun when you get there and you're like, these aren't the lineups that I made. Okay. But I think that pretty much brings us to the end of the video. So it's nice seeing you guys again. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, somebody's got to win that money. Might as well be us, as long as it's one of those tight ends.